Niger State Governor Mohammed Sani Bello Bago has on Wednesday boldly dismissed criticisms over his administration's borrowing, declaring defiantly, "Even if I sell Niger State, it is not your business," as we quote. Bago rebuffed allegations that his government is a heavy borrower, insisting that he has not even started borrowing and asserting his authority in the ongoing fiscal debate surrounding the state's finances. The controversy traces back to a 1 trillion naira loan approved in 2023 under Governor Bago's administration, intended to fund major infrastructure projects across Niger State. However, the loan and associated debts have sparked public concerns and political criticisms regarding fiscal responsibility amid perceived slow project execution and financial strain. Governor Bago, who assumed office with commitment to boost infrastructure development, recently admitted that obtaining such a massive loan might have been a miscalculation, expressing frustration at the high financial costs and the delayed pace of completion for funded projects. Despite this, he has maintained that no borrowing has commenced yet under his watch, and that accusations labeling him as a borrower are unfounded. In meeting journalists in Abuja, Bago cited constitutional authority and governance prerogatives, emphasizing the autonomy of his office against public and opposition scrutiny. His emphatic statement, in quote, "Even if I sell Niger State, it is not your business. They call me a borrower, but I haven't even started," underscored his stance of self-determination in managing state affairs. The borrowing debate is part of a broader discourse on Nigerian subnational debt and governance, where state governments frequently resort to loans for infrastructural deficits, but face backlash over transparency, repayment capacity, and public priorities. All right, Mr. Due Process. This statement might be termed as, controversial regarding his strong the force with which it is said. Now, this is a governor who is supposed to be a servant, saying that he did not care even if he sold the whole state and use it to devote it to a public service. But what do you think that this statement tells on the personality of the person who said it, and then on the larger Nigerian society where leaders are meant to talk anyhow or any way they like?
I'm not surprised with what is happening in Niger State. Niger State is my roots, and I have broader knowledge of the governance situation in Niger State. Edson, Niger State's governor, Farmer Bago Umar Muhammad, has incurred 1 trillion loan since inception of his administration in 2023. 2 years the line, he has not completed 30% of the purpose for which he has borrowed that loan. For the record, Niger State government started paying for started servicing the loan rather of 100%. Servicing the loan of 100%, that's 1 trillion naira for a state government. Servicing loan of 1 trillion naira. Yet, the state was only given 500 billion. That's the money that they have received. But they are servicing, that means they were given 50% of the loan they requested for. Yet they are servicing 100% of the entire loan that they requested for. I mean, think about this. Is that saying what objectivity In this type of reasoning, mind you, Governor Bago was a former banker. He has a background in banking services. One expects that he should be able to make logical decisions when it comes to loan. But this kind of loan, where he entered into agreement with China to loan 1 trillion naira, he was given 500 billion, yet he is already servicing 100% of 1 trillion naira in that loan. That is a red flag. Two, the loan that he collected were being spent on projects that are not going to yield any outcome to service this loan. For instance, Bago gave out contracts for 10 flyovers. In Mina Metropolis alone, 10 flyovers. I mean, I can't put my head around it. The economic need for flyover in Mina, I don't understand how this flyover will be able to yield outcome, be able to yield revenue that will service this loan. 10 flyover in a metropolis that have over 500 cars plying the road. I find it difficult to understand the rationale, the reason that justify or prioritize the investment of flyover. I mean, in the first instance, it's not as if there are too many traffic in Mina. I've never run into traffic jam in Mina Metropolis that should justify the need for flyover in the first instance. Two, in a country where already there is high cost of fuel, Nigerians cannot even afford to move out with their car. Niger State is a civil service state. Majority of the states are civil servants dependent. They depend on salary. How much is the salary of an average Niger State worker? The minimum wage has just been increased to 70,000 naira. How much has he implemented? These are facts that are staring at us on the face. And I'm very, very surprised that this is coming up in Niger State, where there is no visible government presence in the industrial sector. There is no harm, there is no gainsaying that the Niger State metropolis cannot even sustain a 24-hour power supply. The entire state cannot even talk about 12-hour power supply without interruption. This is a state that is host to 3 and now 4 power stations, yet they are living in darkness. Without power, where can there be production? Where can there be industrialization of the state? He is not even looking in that direction to industrialize the state. He's investing this chunk of money on flyover. Among all the road infrastructure projects, less than 30% has been completed. Tell me, in the next 100 years, Niger State cannot be able to save to repay this loan. Has it brought solution or problem? Some of these roads that were scraped off for repairs or construction were not even that bad to have been managed by a sane government that will manage resources efficiently. Let's put it straight. There's nothing wrong in borrowing, but you borrow for production. You borrow to increase your income and make life better for your people, for yourself and for the people. That should be the essence of borrowing. If, for instance, the funds that he borrowed, he used it to set up an industrial layout for the state, build industries with the state funds, and ensure that these industries are producing something that is being consumed by the state, and the income from this industry will be used to service the loan, I'll clap for him. If this money that were borrowed from China could have been utilized to invest on agriculture, for instance, yes, he's doing an agricultural program, but on paper, in reality, that thing is not there. What they call Niger food there is no food on ground. Bago promised that by June, as at June this year, that there will be massive food for Niger State, and Niger State will be able to feed herself and feed the entire country. He made that promise. Yes, he acquired tractors. The tractors are there for fashion parade in the city capital. The tractors are kept at the airport that he has renamed after Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They called it Bola Ahmed Tinubu Airport in Minna. So these tractors are just parked there. Occasionally they drive it around the town and they take it back. Tractors are not supposed to be in Minna metropolis. Tractors are supposed to be busy in those villages where farmers are busy working. Farmers are supposed to have direct access to loan to be able to fund their farming projects, to be able to buy insecticides, buy all the farming tools that they need to be able to expand their farming range. But what we have is just a political statement of investment in agriculture under the guise of Niger food. Ask him today, where are the food? As part of the food crisis Nigerians are experiencing, instead of the Niger food producing this food, by investing on the local farmers, they end up going to different local markets, they buy this food in bulk and put it under the store. At the end of the day, there's crisis, there's food crisis. So there's a broader implication to whatever it is that Bago is doing in office.
Thank you very
In the
much.
eyes of the
Absolutely.
people, those who are doing it, they will not understand. They will think maybe Bago is working because they've never seen in the history of the state massive roadwork across the state. They've never seen it. This is the first time they are seeing it. But I am criticizing that because I don't see the economic impact in this road construction that are not even completed yet will bring about servicing this load.
Well, thank you very much. That's much we can take. Mr. Due Process,
All right, thank you.
DDM News Analyst. All right, viewers, thanks for your time and contribution. We shall meet next week for a fresh edition on DDM Morning Show. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, do not hesitate to hit the like button, make your comments on these topics, share this video, and subscribe to DDM TV. You will always get all you need and all you want. From me, from Ibrahim Umawase, it is good morning.